Welcome to Gameville TV. It is I, DP Joe, joined with me.
You're Sandy.
Yeah, we'll just keep it there.
We'll keep
I think it's the first. I think it's the first time that you actually said your name without ever hesitating.
There's a lot of pressure after DP Joe. Okay? you gotta understand that.
There is. Okay? There definitely can be. Yeah. For those of you who might not notice, this is not Nick next to me. I know it's been quite some time since our last Kritika show, so some of you guys might not be as familiar, but this is Sandy, our newest co-host. So Sandy,
hi.
Welcome to the show, and say hello to all of your Kritika fans out there.
Hello Kritika fans, hello people in the United States, in different countries. I'm still a noob on Kritika yet, so please,
That's cool. I mean, it's a good show for you to kind of get a little more familiar with it. Obviously, with a new character, I'll try to break down some kind of suggestions as far as different meteorite suggestion, gems, and whatnot. So I'll try to do my best to explain the new character as well as kind of guide you through the whole process.
Awesome.
So, yes, I'm wearing a wig, guys. Actually.
Oh, did you guys notice his different hairstyle?
Everyone hates it, and I love it.
Look at this.
I love it.
There's
I'm just gonna keep on doing it. I feed off it. I'm like Emperor Palpatine.
Oh, man.
So, what is in today's update? Well, before we discuss that, I want to show you guys we are currently running a cat acrobat figurine contest. Yes, there you go. Get up and close and personal. So the link to that, I'm gonna constantly be throwing it out there for you guys throughout the show. But yeah, this is a little figurine we had created, and I was able to get one in order to kind of give my thanks to you guys for not only being dedicated viewers, but I also wanted to start it today because it is a Kritika update. So the way this is going to work, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar kind of with the point system, but essentially what's going to happen is you get 1 Gameville point for every minute that you watch of our live show. So 60 points for every hour. In order to enter in for the contest, you will need 120 points. Essentially what that means is that you'll have to watch all day today, and then, we stream 5 hours a week now at this point, though, so it's pretty easy to get those points, but I do realize that there are people out there that maybe can't watch on our Monday and Wednesday streams since we start at 2, so I am opening the contest up for 1 week. Next Friday, at the end of our show, we'll announce the winners, and essentially, if you watch all day today, and then all day next Friday, at the end of the show, you should have enough points, and then we'll make that announcement around like I said, 5:05, or 6:05. Sorry.
Yeah. 3 times a week.
Next Friday.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yeah. The points are used in order to put in for the figurine here. So the link will be constantly being posted throughout the show. Just head on over there once you have enough points, and then enter in for a chance to win. And next Friday we'll announce you. And yeah, so unfortunately it is only though U.S. only participants, just due to shipping reasons and whatnot at this time, and yeah, so unfortunately only U.S. residents will be only able to participate. So,
I love the little tiny fish thing.
Yes, I mean she's a cat acrobat, so fish. There's a little tiny cat on top of her head with a fishing pole. So. Awesome. If you guys then, if there's nothing else really to discuss, are you feeling about ready to jump on into the
Wait, before that, can we announce one thing? Pre-reg for Devilian is currently open, so if you go on to our...
We did post a link in below in the events section. There's a pre-registration link for Devilian. Head on over there, fill out your information, and then you'll be updated when the game is about to be launching, and also some points and whatnot. Naz, what's going on? How you doing? It's been a while.
Naz?
It's been a while. I know you guys. It's been a while since our Kritika show, so I've I feel a little out of touch with you guys. What's going on?
I know.
What's going on there, guys? We're gonna bridge that gap here today. So without further ado, Sandy, you made your little spiel, right? I made my spiel. We all said our things.
We did. Let's go into...
Sandy needs her cronuts again. I completely agree. So guys, this is your first look at the Frost Warlock. Obviously, it wouldn't be a Frost Warlock without calling him McFrosty. That's my go-to name there.
That's
so
I
had to. So essentially, I know a lot of you guys are already pretty much familiar with the character design aspects of Kritika. A lot of our characters we will release, and some share, I'd say, personality and traits of other characters. Cat Acrobat, Crimson Assassin are kind of similar. And the Ice Warlock is kind of similar in that of the Shadow Mage, who has an altar. So the altar is, obviously behind the Ice Warlock. The altar will occasionally attack and kind of, use certain animations to kind of assist the Ice Warlock with some of his abilities. So the Ice Warlock is really cool. If there's one thing that I've complimented, and I don't think I've really appreciated the skill design since like the Blood Demon. Just because it's really cool just to kind of see more ice oriented. It does look like a lot like Virgil, doesn't it, from Devil May Cry. I do agree with that, No Noise. So it's cool because there hasn't been really any like ice elemental types in this game, right? You had Burstbreaker, who kind of utilized certain, like some kind of fire attacks. He had like a volcano burst attack and whatnot. Cat Acrobat, semi electricity type attacks, so it's kind of cool that now we have a dedicated Frost Warlock. I keep wanting to call him Frost Mage. A Frost Mage from my WoW days. It's very hard to break that cycle.
Ice Warlock.
Why an altar? I mean, honestly, that's ultimately a development decision, but I think it kind of just falls in line with certain character attributes, kind of going from one character to another. Like I said, with the Cat Acrobat and Crimson Assassin, they both dual wield type characters. Burstbreaker and Berserker, which essentially Burstbreaker just has a gauntlet that's different. So, and obviously with the Ice Warlock, he's only using one pistol as opposed to the Shadow Mage using 2 pistols. So there is a slight distinct difference there.
A slight.
As slight as it might be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you guys are totally like a flame magician. So, first thing I do want to point out, there are going to be some adjustments to the, spell names. A lot of them are pretty much, we're in the development cycle. So, before the actual update goes out, I believe we might be retuning or renaming some of the names of these abilities. So, keep that one gun. Wow, hey, I'm just saying, sometimes people can't dual wield and they can only use powerful one-handed weapon. So keep that in mind.
If you have one strong weapon that outbeats 10, you gotta have that one strong weapon, right?
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Way to try, Sandy.
I'm trying.
So yeah, again, keep in mind that most of these abilities, or some of these ability names, will be changed with the live version. A lot of them were just kind of placeholders, and the developers did kind of get a little bit of art insight into maybe what they should be named. So a lot of us have a lot of RPG background, so we felt it was kind of fruity wind.
I like that.
That could be, yeah. So first, what I usually like to do during these sections, guys, is go through the first 4 abilities. I really don't cover too much or don't show off the buff per se, just because it's just the buff. I'll read the buff, but mostly I want to give you guys a little bit of a closer look at essentially kind of the ability preview, so to speak, right? Cool. So first ability is Frosty Wind. Pour energy into ice towards the direction that you're looking at. So essentially it's kind of just like a frost, I'd say cone. Yeah, cone of frost, so to speak. The next ability, Extreme Frost Cannon. Summon and blast a frost cannon. This ability removes monster super armor. Your buff ability, Frost Energy, is going to release the power of frosty air and receive the power that you've never felt before. Increase additional attack and crit on all attacks, and additional damage is 60% of the original attack damage you inflict. And Frost Frangable instantly freezes the enemies and shoots an explosive bullet to break the ice. This ability stuns all enemies in attack range, and the stun duration goes up as the ability levels up as well. So, 8.5 million carrots. I wish I had that many carrots on my live account. Unfortunately, I don't. So, I've already assigned all 3 of these skills in this. Just making sure. I'll throw my buff in there just so we're not showing off anything else. So, let's take a look at these 3 quick abilities, and then I'll jump in, obviously, reset my abilities, and show you guys the rest of them now. So, again, I really like the ability animations on him. They are just really cool. So first thing I do want to show off, obviously, you have your little altar back there. His auto attack animation.
Oh.
So it's a triple. It's a triple attack with his altar, basically throwing out a spinning, swirling frost hits. Then right. Yeah, I'm just using the buff as a placeholder because I didn't want to accidentally show off an ability I didn't say yet.
Oh.
I like to. It's called the anticipation. I did take one out of Rock Your picture. Sorry. So, like I said, first ability, Frosty Wind.
Frosty Wind.
Fire.
Oh.
So again, just summons a frosty tornado in front of him, shoots it out, deals ice attack damage to everyone in front of you. Something to note is that this ability, first ability, as most magic damage dealing characters do have, is 2 physical attacks. Frosty Wind is one of his physical attacks that he does. Yeah, I know the audio is a little bit off. I think it's actually just part of the test build in tandem with our XSplit, so I apologize ahead of time for the audio being slightly off. Really was no way of getting rid of that beforehand, so I know it's a little wonky, but... So again, Frosty Wind.
Yeah, how about the other one? The Frosty... or is it Extreme?
Extreme Frost Cannon. Yes, yeah. So Extreme Frost Cannon fires an ice blast in the direction you're facing.
Oh! It's a beam of ice.
It's pretty much like an ice beam, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, again, Frosty Wind, and then Ice Beam. There it is. And then the last ability in this rotation is Frost Frangable. Is going to be, I mean, slightly off. I think it was, what, like 4 seconds off or something like that. But Frost Frangable. Creates a large... Fangable or Frangable? Frangable. It's just one of those words you just can't get down sometimes, you know. Creates a large glacier, damaging enemies caught within the ice, and then Warlock will finish off with it at the end, or shatter at the end. Oh, pretty. It's a pretty fast ability animation cast.
What does it do to the enemies? Is it?
It damages them.
Yeah.
No, it. Essentially, it just does a initial blast right there when it summons the ice, and then additional damage when it blows up at the end of it, though. So those are the 3 abilities right there. Frosty Wind, Extreme Frost Cannon, and Frost Frangable. Cool?
Cool.
Cool.
What?
Oh, yeah. No, I will constantly be... what's it called? Posting the link here, guys, throughout the show in order to put in for the Cat Acrobat. There it is. Was the audio fixed? I don't know if it was or not. It's hard, man, you know, trying to fix that. I noticed it like literally an hour before the show, and I was just like, I will try to work on this, but you guys know me.
You just go with the flow.
Alright, so the... next abilities we're going to look at, Frost Particle Cannon. Again, names are not finalized, are susceptible to change then. Send the power of heavily constructed frosty air to attack. Remove monster's super armor. Let me go ahead and assign that.
Okay. It excludes episode bosses.
Indeed it does. Yeah. Thank you. Ice Orchids. Create a small ice pool beneath the monsters nearby and attack. Removes monster enemy's super armor.
Nice.
Ring of Frost. Instantly condense the cold air, freezing monsters. Stuns all enemies in the attacking range, and stun duration will last longer as the level increases.
There's a lot of stunning. It's stunning skill.
Well, I mean, it is like, that's kind of like the thing a lot. Wow, yeah, I just got it right now.
All right.
It's cool. I've always associated, though, like frost and ice attacks to kind of either slow you down or to provide some sort of like crowd control effect that limits your either movement or ability to perform, right? So I'm charging my laser. And then his final ability, Frosty Pillar. Collect an ice crystal and create a giant ice pole on the designated area. The pole explodes automatically after a certain period of time to inflict additional damage. While we're showing these off, though, we will also show off the EX ability of Frosty Explosion. Concentrate the frosty energy and create an ice crystal. This ice crystal becomes a very volatile because of the frosty air and explodes to inflict damage as well as inflicting damage. This skill uses EX gauge, and EX is collected. You guys know when you're getting attacked. So, I'll show off these next 4 abilities as well as his X.
Yes.
I've had a lot of fun, by the way, during showing or testing him off in the Monster Wave, because it's just like, it's so incredibly fun seeing all these stun abilities, crowd control abilities, being able to hit multiple enemies at once. It just provides a nice safe haven for him, right? Why did I turn auto repeat on? I don't know. So first thing, so this is a really cool ability to use. I'm a little conflicted though in the sense of where or if I will use it with him because of its physical properties though, right?
Okay.
So, so Frost Particle Cannon, right here. So, summons a large particle. It's almost like he summons a. It's like a satellite dish.
Yeah.
Like shooting
I was
a
thinking
beam on
more
the
like
ground.
a little tiny hurricane, like ice hurricane. Boom, 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 boom.
This is Sandy. Naz,
Hi.
for those of you guys don't know,
Naz.
new host here.
I like that name, Naz.
Again,
Rapper, Naz.
Frost Particle Cannon. So again, it's really cool. I know it looks more like a laser. I know a lot of these look more like a laser than anything, but I think it's because it's more of a the blue particle effect gives it that kind of like laser look. But it is a but this is a more powerful beam though, foe. The first one was just a frost cannon, and this is a particle beam.
Yeah.
If there's anything I know, sorry, go ahead.
No, is there? If there's anything you know.
If there's anything I know, anytime you put particle in front of it, it just makes it more powerful.
Really?
More powerful, yes.
Give me an example.
It's rigged so that anyone who makes fun of Joe can't win. Queen, if that was the case, man, come on. Come on. Nobody would win at that point. Come on. Next ability is going to be ice, or, well, I have to go find enemies for this one because just it by itself doesn't really look appealing at all, right? Or it doesn't look visually appealing, just kind of hits the ground.
Yeah.
But essentially, anybody that's caught in that area, though, will... I like to consider it like a rooted effect, right? Because when you hit them... Let me show you. Go in here.
Okay.
So when you hit them...
Yeah.
So because it's like, you know, what? The first couple stages right now I'm on, they instantly die. But that's kind of like... They are rooted for a very brief amount of time. But it's cool in the sense that it provides an escape for your Ice Warlock. In normal circumstances, you know, you could just dash around, use your stun abilities, but it's cool to kind of have that feature where you can just stun, root them in place for a second, and then just move around then, you know. I've won. Man, I take a lot of brunt from you guys, man, you know. But I do it in good spirit because I love you guys.
Aww.
Why no classic V? Well, this is a very small V-neck, but a V-neck nonetheless, though. And then we have. I will show the. Don't worry, I will show off or go into some grind a little bit of Monster Wave to kind of show you guys a little bit more of his abilities in full usage. So I just like to go into these levels just to show it off, just in this clear setting, though, you know. Ring of Frost is his next ability. Slams the ground, causing multiple jagged edges to materialize from the ground. This is a pretty cool particle effect, too. Okay. Boom.
Whoa!
It's like one of those little...
What the heck?
Have you ever seen those creative channels that sometimes they like create ice sculpture art? It looks like almost like a flower, an ice flower that they create, though.
It does.
So again, boom.
Whoa.
So it's really cool. You know, to something that's kind of cool that, you know, as far as like maybe like a combo you can kind of do is using Ice Orchids to freeze everybody in that one spot and then follow up with your Ring of Frost again.
Sorry.
So
I'm about to sneeze.
You're gonna sneeze?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But it's okay.
Would you say you're catching a cold?
Oh. Because
okay. All right. I'm sorry.
All right.
That was a stretch on that one. And his final ability. You ready for this? I don't know if you're ready for this.
I'm not sure. Let me prepare myself real quick.
Summon a giant frost pillar and just completely obliterates everybody. Boom.
That was amazing.
Don't spread that kind of stuff right there, man.
Dab for me.
So I really like his ultimate. The only thing though that I have noticed that you guys might see though as we're kind of going throughout Monster Wave is you have to kind of watch where you're placing it, because sometimes I've noticed that I mean maybe this might be fixed though in the future, but where you place it sometimes it like will be in front of your camera, so you kind of have to like maneuver yourself around it, or how you put it, it looks like you're in an ice club because sometimes it's in there. It doesn't completely it is in the cool sense though, it doesn't completely take up your screen, but if it does you can kind of see inside of it. So you kind of lose
Yeah.
that particle effect on the outside.
Right.
So just try to watch, I guess, sometimes where you're placing it. But even if you cast it in those areas, it's not a complete like detriment though. So, so again,
it's cool though. It's like you're
Particle
in
beam.
a little, you know.
so Lewis, that was
Lewis.
I did when they were asking for recommendations, I may have in poor class suggested some Titanic names, but we, ultimately I don't believe they went in that direction though. Like Titanic Smash or something. Oh,
That's-
no. It's 100 years past though,
Yeah,
right? I think is that still too soon?
Titanic Smash.
All right, so actually, I don't think I'll
Try the Titanic Smash.
get out of here. Let me get hit a couple times and I'll show the EX out.
Oh, Titanic Sinker.
Titanic iceberg. Oh, you guys are the worst. Oh no, Draco, stop stunning. All right, come on, hit me. Stop trying to hit me and hit me. Let me just fill up this EX gauge here, guys, and then we'll show off his EX ability. But the thing about, right, anytime we release a new character, it's hard for me to, I get so excited about, like, expecting their awaken skills. Because for me, that's always the fun part, is, like, seeing, some of the difference between their original abilities and some of the awakened versions of them. Because some of the coolest versions of like abilities come from the Awaken. It's like really cool to see. But all right, let me kill these guys off. And
EX.
hold on, I'm killing these guys. All right, EX ability.
Ooh, look at that slow motion.
What? So what I really like about that too is, and this goes for the Shadow Mage too, is the fact that the altar does like kind of like mimic kind of like what you're doing in a sense, like him like raising it and then just shattering it apart though.
It was a whole like
again, it does
atom
like
bomb landed there.
I mean like an ice bomb.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you do cast that, people in that vicinity too are kind of it's cool. They get like sucked up into that vortex almost. So it's like a huge frost beam of light then, so to speak. Let me just beat this stage, guys, and then next up, I'm gonna basically take you through some of the monster wave stuff and kind of show you in real time then what most of his abilities look like. Freeze them in their spot right there. All right.
What? Whoa.
A blast explosion.
Look at that slow motion.
Look, he's even got, oh, dude, what a stud. He's just got like an ice flower in his hand. Like, this is me. This is me. All right, no auto repeat. Get out of here. K-Pop says, Sandy. Paul says hi.
Hi, Paul.
Who's Paul? Wait, why does Paul not say hi to me?
Yeah. How come Paul doesn't like Joe? Joe's here, too.
Ooh, coming to the Kritika, the nerd elemental. AEX controls a matrix of numbers. Just use summon like. That'd be kind of crazy.
Interesting.
That'd be crazy, yeah.
What do we have?
Gonna do some monster wave.
All right.
Let's take some questions, guys. Do you have any questions about maybe how? Actually, you know what? What I can offer. Let me do. I'll do some auto while I do some suggestions. As far as I know, you guys usually ask about maybe what are some good meteorite/gem setups. In kind of my research, the best way I was able to really build him is kind of almost similar to maybe the Shadow Mage.
Okay.
You know, the Shadow Mage basically prioritizing magic attack and physical attack in his meteorite setups. Maybe with those physical attacks and magical attacks, using physical defense, magic defense as well. Usually those are kind of the more sought after stats, I would say, in meteorites. Obviously, changing out magical and physical based on whatever character you're running. But we have also to runner-up would be like damage reduction for meteorites, HP, and maybe using like a magic attack flare to give your magic attack meteorites some major buffs in there. So as well as you know, gems pretty much. Oh, God,
I saw that.
Sorry. Sorry. Gem setup, you might want to look at more of a additional damage. I'm really interested though to see maybe how some of the additional damage that we can get on either Archaea or meteorites affect his buff. He's got that additional damage on his buff. So yeah, but you know, these are just kind of like suggestions that I'm giving based off of current classes or previous current class guides that we've offered in the past. I'm sure there's going to be people that come out and probably totally have this huge guide about it, hack and slash what I said, and come out with something new. But kind of just like a starter period though. So, oh, is the game too? It's the game's too. Okay. I don't know why it all of a sudden went up.
Yeah.
Why did it go up all of a sudden?
It was really low before.
That's weird.
That is weird. Alright, moving on. You won! You won 2 gems.
Wait.
While you had like 8 million, right? That's very... That's something.
That's clever. That's clever. So the update, guys, is slated for the 2nd, November 2nd. So I believe that's next Wednesday. Was that better, guys? I'm currently fine-tuning or adjusting the sound right now. I usually break stuff, yeah. I don't think they did, though. I just want to make sure the sound's good before I continue on. Is it good?
Oh, we're about to drink our little
Cat Acrobat?
Yeah.
Oh, don't do that. Which reminds me, let me post the link once again to the Cat Acrobat.
Whoever wants to win this cute little Cat Acrobat here.
Aww. That's adorable.
It is. Wait, are you talking about?
No, apparently my hair scared the machine.
So you guys are so funny. Messed up sometimes.
So ridiculous. Oh my god.
Dear.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the compliments. So something that I was gonna say, another cool combo that I found was the, and this was something I explained to you earlier, the juggle combo. Since he has a lot of, or something that I've experienced a lot of in doing, like, you know, monster, like world bosses, and even like, you know, or some certain bosses in the campaign, is the juggle build, where it's basically all your super armor break abilities that you can basically constantly be juggling. So, I mean, in this circumstance, I can give you the names, but since some of them might change, it might be irrelevant. But the ones that we showed off today were the Extreme Frost Cannon. That's the one that's the laser, the beam one. Frost Particle, which is the one that summons the big beam. And Ring of Frost, right there, that we just did. As well as your Ice Orchid, sorry.
Ice Orchid.
Yeah. Kind of just like that I was able to kind of keep a boss juggled up for a good amount of time. Obviously spacing out your abilities, since most of them are on like that, 10 second, 15 second cooldown period. So keep that in mind when you're using that. Yeah, Naz, it's November 2nd. I was going to say 2nd of November, but November 2nd, same thing, yeah.
November 2nd.
Exactly.
Did you say October 2nd?
No, I did not say that.
Okay. It's
how would that be October 2nd? What?
Because it's November 2nd.
I would K-pop, though Sandy is kind of new at the game, and I don't really feel like committing murder on stream, so that would just completely destroy my game, so.
Until I mature
That's true, that's true, that's true.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, again, meteorites and gem setup pretty much similar in terms of your Shadow Mage thing. But any final requests? Do you guys want to see any other abilities before we move on? We do have quite a few other things to cover because the update will not just include the Ice Warlock. There are also going to be several other things. Several other things.
A lot of surprises.
We believe in you, Sandy.
Yeah, you guys always do believe in me, and I really am thankful for that.
It's true.
Until we actually have a bet.
That's where we see it.
Yeah. Blood demon buff.
Yeah, that's what you want to see. Well, yeah, we can talk about all the changes because with the blood demon buff, it's we do have a. We'll go over them because the I know our community manager just posted the changes all coming to the blood demon, so we'll actually go through those together right now. Then, so new host name is Sandy, not Sammy.
Sandy.
So Rocker, that was something I know. There's been a lot of requests about that lately. I'm not sure if that's an ongoing issue. That could be something that they are currently looking into. But again, I have to at least say though that if it's constantly something happening, I'm sure you probably have already put in a customer support ticket. But that's the single greatest way of us being able to identify or better identify those issues and getting an actual resolution out for it. So I'm not sure of what their development schedule looks like, or if that is something they're working on. If it is something that is such a dominant issue that sounds like it is going on, I'm sure that there is something that's on their agenda to look at, but I just don't know what the current, let's call it, position is, or current area that they are with that, you know, or if they're getting that fixed, or when it's going to be fixed. So yeah, I don't know, and I'm sorry, man, I've seen a lot of people in there talking about it, and like I said, rest assured, if that's a really big ongoing issue, I'm sure that's something that they are aware of, and they will be checking out as soon as possible. So, but just at this point, though, I mean, I'm not sure of the status of it, though. So, is there any pre-registration for the new update? I don't believe there's any pre-registration for this new update. No. There is a pre-registration for Devillion, though, if that is something that you're interested in checking out.
Please check it out.
Yeah, Devillion is pretty much, when I was playing Devillion, it really felt reminiscent of Kritika. So I feel like if you guys have, you know, are invested into Kritika, it's something I recommend at least going to check out and, you know, sharing with us your thoughts on it, because, yeah, it's a really cool game. It's got that whole Devil May Cry aspect of being able to become a demon and kind of do these cool abilities and
that's a whole description of it. I guess that's what the game is about. That. Oh, some people. It seems like some people are playing William already. Thank you for the detailed, information.
You know, guys, come on. You know how I explain things. All right. All right. So, while we're kind of doing this, though, let me go back and I want to. Oh, let me just do the EX ability one more time. Tickety, bam!
What?
Oh, you still have the soft launch version metal?
Oh.
That's pretty metal, dude. I like it. I like it.
Metal.
I'm digging it, though.
I really dig the little flower, ice flower that he makes.
Yeah, do you think that it's for you?
Yeah. Oh, thank you. He even won. And he has prepared something for me.
Jesus.
What a boss. I don't think he just wins battles. He prepares a little gift.
All right, now so we're going to cover this really quick before we get into it, but let me just pull this up. So, like I said, we've just recently posted the... I got you. Hold on, I got you. All right, there you are. There you are.
All right. Thank you.
So we recently posted in the forums the champion update to the Blood Demon. I've taken a look at a couple things so far, but I wanted to kind of give an interpretation or my opinion about everything that's coming out here. So, when is Devillion coming out globally? Anyway, I don't believe we have an actual set date, or at least one that I can actually say yet. So let me find out, and then I'll let you know.
Okay.
So, the biggest thing for this, though, right? You want to see the pumpkin? I don't want to bring the pumpkin back on here, man. Everyone's going to rip into the pumpkin. So, Wall of Blood has been changed from magical to a physical damage, and Storm of Blood has been changed from physical to magical. Now, originally when I first saw that, I was kind of a little conflicted, just because I've always, I remember how memorable. You remember? What's it called? Wall of Blood was one of the more memorable abilities for me, and I always, in the beginning when I was leveling up and stuff like that, it was one of the best abilities that I was using in order to progress. Mainly because I like the whole being able to the push aspect, and because it was a magical ability, I felt like it kind of mixed well into kind of her overall kit. So now that it's been changed to physical, and I didn't have a lot of real experience using Storm of Blood, so I was that's why I was kind of a little like, I was originally upset, and I was like, what? One of the my long time abilities being changed to magic or to physical, and then this random Storm of Blood ability, I wasn't really too sure about it. But then I kind of tested it a little bit out in. Unfortunately, the build that I'm currently on doesn't have the character that I created. Yeah, it's frustrating. To me.
Yeah.
I created the character, now it wasn't there. I don't. It's in limbo somewhere.
All right.
But as I was testing her in another build, do you remember when? Oh no, not reading it. So yeah, but the more kind of testing I did with Storm of Blood, I was okay with it. I was okay with it, mainly because I know we've done, or we are doing. I went from doing.
We're doing.
Yeah,
you cover the past.
Yeah.
Okay.
What we did.
Okay.
God. Is that we've made some revamps to not only Storm of Blood, but to all of her abilities, basically. Kind of as we do with like the Shadow Mage and our previous characters that we've done an update to. Kind of just an overhaul in the sense of not only is the initial ability being tweaked a little bit, but the red path and blue path of her awakening abilities have also received some changes. So one of the biggest one was obviously the Storm of Blood changes right there. You can see it's taking up a pretty good chunk of it right there, but a lot of the motion delay added range to the abilities, but one of the ones, if you see on the blue path over there, you have some changes as far as the EX gauge acquire has been increased. The AoE duration has been increased, starting motion decreased, and then your forward dash motion has also been fixed on those.
Interesting.
Now I know this was something that people were asking, like, oh well, some of us really didn't offer, because part of the thing is when we offer these polls within the forums asking like, oh, what are some changes you want to see?
Yeah.
Part of it is like, I think we already kind of, or maybe the development team already has kind of an understanding of like, oh, maybe this is something we're looking to do, but let's kind of get maybe some general feedback from the community to see what they would like to see. So I know there's people saying like, oh, well, none of us asked for some of these changes with these. I think it was something that they already kind of had in mind, and they tried to tweak and balance it a little bit based off of your suggestions as well too. So yeah, just keep that in mind, because I know I did see people talking about it a little bit though in there. So yeah, so overall, Storm of Blood, a lot of the abilities, like I said, last attack delay was decreased, attack range increased, and whatnot. So another one that I was a little kind of taken back on was the which one was it?
The Storm of Blood?
Yeah, the Wind of Blood one.
The Wind of Blood.
So Gathering Effect was removed. This was kind of I don't know. I was kind of uneasy about it, just because I know with the Blood Demon, I really appreciated or admired a lot of her gathering potential. You have abilities like the Bloodthirsty Spear that could gather people. Wind of Blood was able to gather people, and maybe that might have been the reason why they removed it in the sense of, again, balanced suggestions. Samuru, thanks for the host, man. I appreciate it. Really, give him a heart, Sandy. Boom.
That's so automatic.
Yeah. Boom. Automatic mode. So maybe that could have been the potential reason why the Gathering Effect was removed from there, is because she already has so many. But still, I'm a little uneasy about that change. I'll have to kind of test more of it. Well, first of all, I have to kind of get in the my precious time with the Gathering Effect of that ability so far. So, but yeah. I really didn't check out Wind of Blood too much on the test build, because that was something I actually saw after the fact when I was testing out the what's called Wall Blood versus the Storm of Blood changes. So I saw that after the fact, and I was a little kind of like, oh man, what's going on with that? So yeah, we'll have to kind of again, if that's something that maybe either needs to be additionally fine-tuned or rebalanced, maybe that's something we revisit down the line. But at this point, though, yeah. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Other than that, we have Death Blow, attack range increase, which is kind of ridiculous because it's already such a wide range ability, though. So that's pretty strong, though, too. First and last attack delay decreased, as well as explosion effect added in the end for that blue path, then. And then you have with your Thorn of Destruction, attack range increase. And then the only other things we have here are you have your crit rate buffed in your buff skill, so from 25% to 35%. And then overall, here are some number changes in terms of the skill. Again, it's going to be pretty nice because Storm of Blood receives some pretty nice buffs. So maybe that's kind of, again, another reason they probably wanted to change over that and then add that. It looks like they're kind of compensating for maybe the lack of Gathering Effect maybe on Wind of Blood to maybe say like, oh, well, these other abilities that do stuff will increase your damage overall. So again, it's kind of
balancing.
Yeah, a balancing kind of dilemma they go through where it's like, well, we have to do this versus this. We have to bring this up here. So, yeah, if you guys want to check this out, this is currently in the forums over in the announcement section titled Event Blood Demon Improvements. So, feel free to go check those out because they aren't going anywhere unless they just get deleted somehow.
They're not deleted.
Yeah, yeah. So, but overall, I welcome changes to the Blood Demon. I mean, even though I know certain parts of them were, like the Gathering Effect was removed, she's still my bae. I love the Blood Demon.
Yeah,
has been one of my most favorite champions in this game so far. So, just because, and I'll tell you why, is because you don't see a lot of types of those heroes that utilize like a Hemoplague Blood kind of elemental ability, right? It's always like fire, earth, wind, heart,
but there's
powers combined, Captain Planet. What? Anyway.
Anyway.
So
there's a special one. Blood.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is something new.
I guess blood would be heart though, right? Okay, I'm gonna stop right now.
Yeah.
So now that we've kind of covered those Blood Demon changes, I know someone was asking, and we do have it here. Ethereal meteorites.
Meteorites.
Can you explain to
meteorites
what meteorites are to
little tiny stones
oh my
from
God.
the universe that are
God.
sent to Gameville developers who made Kritika, and then they transformed that into Kritika meteorites.
Yeah, this is my life here, guys. So, with this update, we're going to be introducing 3 new types of meteorites. We have an ethereal meteorite, an ethereal flare, and legendary astral shards.
Yeah.
So, first question obviously would be, how do I acquire an ethereal meteorite?
How?
Well, I'm going to tell you how right now.
Tell me.
So, there's 2 different ways you could do it. You could either combine 2 legendary meteorites into a random ethereal. So if you see here, I have a excuse me, a +5 legendary shield or defense meteorite, and a +5 concentration meteorite. When we go over here to combine, you'll see that I have both of them in there, so I can just boom, boom into them and get a random one of those ones. Pretty much works similar to how other systems work. That if you want to evolve, you can either use 2 random pieces that are fully enhanced to get a next level random piece, or if you want to, let's say you found a good meteorite with some good stats on it, and you just want to evolve that one by itself. Well, we can do that too. So let me unequip. I believe it's this one, or actually we'll just do yeah, we'll just do this one. So over here, if you have your +5 legendary astral shards, you'll basically be able to use that to get that same what's it called, version of that in a legend or an ethereal version, right?
Okay.
So utilizing those. Now I know people were asking about, and this was something that was kind of a hot topic in not the mall.
I'm like, Hot Topic?
Yeah, Hot Topic. Yeah. You go to Hot Topic, buy some meteorites, you're good. Meteorite candies and stuff, is that the stat that you carry over, or that's on the original legendary version of it, will also upgrade into the ethereal version. Okay. So it'll transfer, because I know people were asking if the what if I get that one stat or those a couple stats on there that are really good, will I lose those when I evolve those? No, you won't. You'll still maintain those. So let me go ahead and do this one. Evolve, and now an additional stat will also be provided to you. So if you see here, I actually got really lucky on that. So now these ethereal meteorites now will, the legendary shards have to be a +5 in order to actually evolve them.
+5.
+5.
Max. Max out.
So when you're combining, or when you evolve now, you'll see that you have an extra character ability stat. So Ice Warlock, Frost Particle Canyon, plus 102% extra damage now on that. So that was actually really good. I didn't realize I was going to get that so soon. But if you want to, though, and if that isn't something that you want, you can actually reforge that stat. So reforging, I know somebody was asking about it earlier, but you will not have to use any lapis for reforging then. When you, what's it called? If you want to, this will only change the random skill option that's placed on that item. So nothing like your magic attack or defense HP on that actual meteorite won't change with this reforge. It's only going to be with that stat. So by using 300 carats, we could just go ahead and do it.
Oh.
Boom. So now again though, it's you're kind of at the mercy of RNG then in the sense of when you reforge in the sense because it's not always going to give you that exact character that you have though.
Right.
What's called ability enhancer in there. So you have to kind of be careful when you're doing that though. Did I say ruby? Did I say rubies?
Did you say rubies?
I think I might have said rubies.
You're way into.
I'm in that dragon play zone though. Yeah. My bad. No. Sorry, I didn't. I didn't mean that. I meant carrots is what I meant though.
Carrots.
So yeah. So just. Again, keep in mind, though, that you can re-roll those stats for other characters, potentially, though. Blood Demon, Wall of Blood. Remember. What's up, Argerez?
Argerez. Harris? Or Argerez?
I don't believe that's it,
okay.
Yeah. Same thing. I know, right? I know. So, yeah, just to recap really quickly. How to acquire Ethereal Meteorites, either combining 2 +5 legendary ones into a random one, or evolving your +5 with a +5 ethereal shard or astral shard of the same sort.
Okay.
Make sense?
Make perfect sense.
I feel like you don't understand what I'm saying.
Perfect sense. You have a full leveled 5 +5 meteorites. Combine them, marry them together, and then other meteorites.
Way to go. And that's the Sandy explanation for you guys. All right, so if you guys are just new to the game, there you go. You're on par with her.
We'll learn together.
Something else that is going to be out with this update is going to be where is that? Oh, there we go. Pet mode setup now. So with the pet mode setup is you're going to now, if you see here, I've clicked on my Draco. You will see underneath your actual Draco profile new little, I guess, images representing what mode you want to take those in. What happens is when you select these, whenever you go into those mode, those pets will automatically be there for you. So you can basically set like, okay, Draco, I want him only in Tower of Tribulation. And you go into Tower of Tribulation and do your whole thing. But you go into, let's say, World Boss, Arena, and then you want to bring in your Baphomet. They'll basically just automatically switch whenever you set them for those specific game modes then.
So nice. It's like, I'll be there for you.
Pretty much. Quitting Yellow, will it be easier to get legendary meteorites? That I'm not sure of. I know as I was kind of going through the, what's it called, black market shop, I noticed there was a quite significant increase in legendary meteorites in there. I'm not sure if that's just because it was the test build or maybe I was getting really good RNG. But at this point, as far as I know, I don't know how much easier it's going to be to get legendary. I can only imagine it is. I know that when we released ethereal gear, I know they started putting more like legendary stuff in, or legendary enhanced pieces into your crates that you could potentially get from there. So, but that's completely speculative at this point. I'm not sure if they will make it easier or not. I can only imagine, though, that they would make it a little easier to obtain those, though, in the future, though. So, when will the Ice Mages be released? That would be on the 2nd of November. Is when the update's going to be. So that's a question. So Exodus, yeah, that was something I was trying to test out because I knew specifically somebody was going to ask that. And as far as I know, for defensive battles, you should still bring in your arena pet that you have slotted for that. So even if you have it selected as arena mode exclusive, even if you're being attacked, it should still sub in that actual arena pet. But that's why I'm saying, as far as I know, that's the way it should be working, though. So, why don't you guys change this in Chan? I mean, just because that wasn't on my list of priorities for right now. I was trying to just get everything set up in order. That's the thing. I would love to just like spend as much time in these test builds as possible doing this, but sometimes we get them like a couple days before the show, and it's kind of like, oh, okay, here are the things we want to cover. So I know everyone always is like, oh, you should do this, and it's like I have very limited time sometimes in the sense of like, because sometimes these test servers aren't completely open all the time. It's basically kind of like open it up, show off some stuff, and then maybe bring it down for maintenance while we test other stuff on it. So
and at the same time, we want to bring it as soon as possible. For you
yeah,
guys.
exactly. So and a shout out to the devs for letting me do this, and it's been a great experience being able to do that. So
Shout out.
no problem, dude. About the plus 15 for ethereals, you can use ethereal pet, not the same. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm getting kind of raspy.
You need water?
No, I'm okay. I'm gonna beast mode this out though. And then what's it called? So the only other things that I know that's already been kind of a significant amount that's already gonna be in this update. I know you guys have enough to already look forward to, but some additional things I wanted to show up. What?
Another surprise that you want to show us.
What?
That you're gonna explain right now.
Thank you.
That's what I was getting excited for. Another.
Oh man, Sandy.
All right, go on. Continue.
No, now I'm completely flabbergasted.
Did I like just cut you off?
Yeah, you completely stumped me. While I regain my thoughts, let me go ahead and post that link again though.
All right, we're currently giving out a cat acrobat figurine, guys. So
I know, right? I have a cough forming now because of that though.
So please click onto the link and check it out, because you'll have a chance to win this cute little figurine.
Look at that. Oh yes, I know someone was asking about the
equipment.
The effects of these. So we've added an additional, I believe it was 5 effects now onto the avatars now. So we have up to level 30, well not level 30, but I guess 30 avatars in your possession. We'll get up to, or 30 body avatars, 50,000 HP, and then 8,000 crit. For weapons, you have 10,000 defense and 4% additional damage. Wings, 12,000 attack, and 4% damage reduction. Does that make sense to you?
Totally.
I don't think you're. I
totally
don't think you're
it.
grasping the concept of what that is.
No,
Then, huh?
I totally got
God,
it. 3.2% damage.
Yeah.
Checking on that one.
Oh wow! Way to just beast mode that out, Sandy. Way to beast mode that out. Oh yeah, and that was the other thing. We have a new combine. Or it's like a mass combine now. So obviously I don't have enough legendaries in here to fill what is necessary for it. But essentially though, instead of going throughout each of your legendaries and what's it called, combining them together one at a time, it'll basically just slot in all of the actual available piece that you have into one big mass combine then. So yeah, I think it's a pretty cool feature. Again, that's a little kind of quality of life feature that we've introduced then into it though. So yeah, that's pretty much that in a nutshell. Let me just go over this really quickly. Equipment a mass combination, meteorite set system. Oh, whoo!
You almost forgot one thing. Whoa! Woo!
I'm telling you guys, it's been quite a day. Just press fill. No, when I showed that off like the first time, everyone's like, "Oh my god, that's so many carrots!" Like I thought it was a cool concept, and everyone's like, "That's bogus. Get out of here, Joe." And I was like,
All right.
Sorry. So now you can have up to 3 sets of meteorites. Based off of kind of your play style, maybe for specific game modes, you might want to have a set or a certain amount of stats. So now, if you click on the 2 tab, you'll see that it's a fresh new list of available meteorites in there. Obviously, they will be all unlocked if you have that 1,000 or 200 master level. So it's cool just to kind of change them on the fly instead of having to equip and swap in and out of each and other. So. Get Sandy a bike to ride so she can get Dang. Oh, Queen. I haven't seen Queen. Maybe I've just been so focused on the update. I haven't seen Queen. Queen, I've not felt the same because I haven't seen or read too many not updates, insults from you. So it just doesn't feel the same then. But other than that,
pretty much covered everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as far as I know there was a lot of questions or kind of confusion as to why the use of the avatar or the I don't know why I keep calling him an avatar.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like I always assume the avatar is like a version of yourself, but it's like mimicking your abilities or who you are. I know it's an alter, but what do you guys think? I mean, now that you had a first-hand look at kind of the abilities, kind of the way he's playing, I know he is kind of reminiscent kind of that Shadow Mage version though. So, but I don't know. I like it. I didn't have a lot of play time with the Shadow Mage when I was originally playing the game, but for me to kind of like see this version a little not up close and personal because I've played the Shadow Mage, but maybe it's because I'm getting that first-hand look before with the Shadow Mage it was already out and I kind of was like, okay, cool, he looks like a cool character, but now this Blood Demon's out, all right, cool. I feel like he's just what's it called? I like him a lot better. I don't know, and I know there's a lot of people out there who are very they like the Shadow Mage. They won't want to change from him. I know when we introduced the updates to his abilities, there was a lot of a good feedback from it. So it's kind of like up in the air in this no bullet train. It's kind of up in the air in the sense of getting a feel from the community of what if they like this version rather than like the Shadow Mage, right? So Virgil is pretty OP. So in terms of I know there was what's it called? In the recent forum post, something about the ethereal tickets. I'm not sure of how the delivery method's going to work with that. If anything, that might be something you have to contact your CM for, because I really have no insight into how that kind of works, though. So I know that was something that was posted, though. So just keep in mind that that's probably going to be a better way for you to get the information is through him then. Queen. I don't think I want to. I think we'll go ahead and.
What Queen? What did Queen say?
No. Why would you even? Which one? Which one?
All right.
Let's see. It would have been in more. Oh wow. So he seems like he's gonna be really strong. He's got a lot of crowd control. His AoE seems to be really, I don't know. It's kind of on par with the Blood Demon. I know the Blood Demon's got a lot of like crazy range on her AoE abilities. So, but just the amount of just like crowd control effects he brings to, I think is really cool. Plus, like I'm really interested in seeing what those finalized names are, guys. Again, these names aren't finalized because if you notice, there was a lot of frost.
Don't get too friendly with all the frosty names.
Yeah, don't. Thank you for that insight, Sandy. I appreciate that.
Another
really
insight here.
Really do. But before we do take off, though, kind of how we start the show, just a couple quick announcements again. If you want to show the figurine off again, another another update about this figurine is that if you put in on our Revlo giveaway site, 120 Gameville points will be used for this entry. Essentially what we will do is you get 1 point for every minute that you watch of our stream, so that's 60 points for every hour. Do you not want that's we do have it. Give me the box first. So people know give me the box first. So
the original the new fancy one.
Yes, so there is one in a box. There you go. Do the whole, you have to turn it around. Tell them what they'll win.
Look at that little kid.
So, okay, put it down now.
Okay.
So you get 60 points for every hour, 120 points it'll cost. So essentially, if you watched all day today, and then you come back next Friday, which is when we do the announcement of who will be the winner, watch all day next Friday, you'll have 120 points. We'll give you guys maybe like a minute or two after 6 o'clock in order to get enough points for that. But we'll announce one winner at the end of next week's show. Mainly just because I know, I mean, we do stream 5 hours a week, so we just wanted to give you guys that option of, I know not a lot of you guys can watch on our Monday and Wednesday shows, which is what we do. For those guys of you who are interested, we do stream Mondays and Wednesdays now at 2 p.m. If you want to stop by. But yeah, it's something that if you, you know, I'm assuming that if you can watch today, you can probably watch next Friday. So yeah, at that point, you should have enough points in order to enlist into this entry.
Or just like drop by like 30 minutes and 30 minutes here
will,
and 30 minutes there.
Will you be able to buy it somewhere? Unfortunately, no. This is an exclusive offer. You're gonna wanna capitalize on this deal as soon as possible, guys. This is a once in a lifetime deal. I don't know what kind of accent that is either.
I know. And this is like very, very exclusive. And I'm blowing my positive energy into it again.
Can you stop?
Sandy's, you know, love and affection.
No, nobody wants that essence. Get out of here.
It's pretty exclusive.
Is the percentage bonus skill for each meteor random as well? Yes. Are you talking about if per skill? Like if you were to get one for let's say Claw Frenzy, are you talking about if that number ever changes? Because that number I believe is static. I believe that number doesn't change. I hope that was puts it on eBay. Damn.
Oh, no.
Hey, you know what? If you guys win it, you're more than welcome to do whatever you want with it. So, and then really quickly, we do have also a Devilian pre-registration currently going on. If you go down below in the events tab, you will see the Devilian pre-registration link. Go sign up. I highly encourage you guys, if you like playing Kritika, give this game a shot. It looks fantastic. It plays wonderfully, and it's got demon mechanics in it.
The thing that
what are you? Are you a puppeteer? Just
yeah.
So,
but pre-register now, so you could have the build as soon as it opens.
Yes.
And rewards.
Ooh.
All right.
So, and then before I do though, the contest for this figurine, by the way, will be running throughout the week. So even if you didn't sign up today, you know, even if we're not here over the weekend, it'll still be available for you guys to. As long as you have the link, you can still go over there and put in for the entry though. So it's running throughout the next week. Go do it. Registration is on the event tab down below. You should see it essentially right. It's got like a little picture and says events and
All right.
Anyway, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Again, Kritika, guys, you guys are fantastic. I'm glad you all showed up in waves to come check out this new update. It means a lot to us, and it means the world to me and Sandy for your continued support of our channel. We're doing, trying to do a lot more things to kind of, you know, I know we rarely do giveaways, and or especially for Kritika, something like this, it's kind of cool that we are able to do this, and the amount of support that we've been getting from not only you guys from the past like year and a half, but from everybody in the office and from all of our developers and whatnot. Thank you so much for helping us with our channel, and we'll continue to give back to you guys because you guys give us the love.
Thank you for accepting such a new
Yeah, well, let's not go that far yet.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, thank you very much from all of us here at Gameville TV. Thanks for showing up and sticking around, and we'll see you guys next week for the announcement of the winner of this Kritika figurine. So bye-bye, and have a great weekend, guys.
Love you. Bye.